You understand your mission? Good. These are sealed orders. After you have accomplished your objective, you will follow these instructions. You will use this grenade to cover your escape. Go then, and Allah be with you.
Yeah, danger is my assignment. I get sent to a lot of places I can't even pronounce. They all spell the same thing, though, trouble. But this time it's the Middle East. My job is to prove that our country had nothing to do with the assassination of a king. If I succeed, we get renewed oil concessions. If I fail, the vital oil goes to an unfriendly power. The papers found on the assassin's body telling him when and how to kill the king are signed by the manager of an American oil field, but he didn't have a chance to deny it. He didn't live long enough. It's a frame, but it's a good one. My orders are to land at Arata. There I contact Bill Kane, a part-time travel representative and our full-time undercover agent.
Well, what have we got to work on?
Almost nothing. I don't know where to start. Everyone's afraid to talk.
Oh, they've been playing rough, huh?
Well, if wholesale murder is rough, we're up against their best boys. And they're using every trick in the book. They're pouring out propaganda, inciting mob violence, and they're not bluffing anywhere.
In other words, we know the outfit behind it, but knowing it and proving it are two different things, huh?
That's it, exactly. Take a look. See what I mean? In another 2 weeks, it won't make any difference whether we can prove anything or not. At the rate they're going, they'll break down the civil authorities, and they've got a hard core of disciplined fanatics ready to take over.
You got anything on the assassin?
I have a report here. The name was Rustam Mustafa, student, age 22.
Comes from an old military family, huh? Up to the father.
Until the revolution, the family was in the service of the sultans and the army for almost 1,000 years.
Have you seen him?
Tried to. The old man threw me out.
Scared, huh?
I think so.
Well, maybe I better try my luck.
Yes?
My name is Steve Mitchell.
I'm Sophia.
I'd like to talk to you if I may.
About my brother Rustam?
That's right.
Well, I'm sorry, but my father has forbidden me to speak of him.
Well, maybe we could just talk about some of his friends.
Who is it, Sophia?
An American agent. This is my brother Salem, Mr. Mitchell.
How do you do? Are you forbidden by your father to speak to?
I can speak. Please come in.
Thank you. Oh, you're...
Janissary dagger.
That's what I thought it was.
Sit down.
Thanks.
It's been in our family for almost 1,000 years.
Please do not think badly of Rustam. He was not an assassin. He was a...
You understand the risk we're running if we give you any information.
First, I'd like to get one thing straight. Just which side are you on?
We have to be practical. My father would have us neutral.
You mean you're afraid to choose sides?
If you prefer it that way.
What do you want?
This is my father, Mr. Mitchell. He wants to know about Rustam.
I'll tell you this. Rustam was a fool. A boy mingling in politics.
You seem to forget he was your own son.
No more. I disowned him.
Well, that's rather convenient.
So, would our deaths bring him back? I know what the assassins would do. I forbid you to speak.
You're pretty proud of this, aren't you?
It's from the Brotherhood of the Blade.
A symbol of courage, as I understand it. Maybe you've got it in the wrong place. Perhaps you should use it for a letter opener.
Wait. I'll tell you what I can, but not here. I'll come to your place later. What's the address?
The Middle East Travel Agency.
I'll get it. Oh, come in, Salem. Did you have any trouble getting here?
No.
Sit down.
Salem, who did your brother take orders from? Who was the head of this outfit?
I don't know. Rustam joined a group when he was in college. He wanted to reform the world.
Now, think hard. This is a big job. He must have been contacted by people other than his friends. Did he have many phone calls?
Yes, there were several. But he always went out immediately afterwards.
Did he ever mention any address, any name, anything?
Yes. He mentioned a man called Naka. Spot him?
No.
No use chasing him.
Yeah, I don't even know what he looks like.
It's too bad. He was a spunky kid.
Go on. Now, now comes the part I wish I didn't have to do.
Police headquarters.
I'm sorry to be the one to have to tell you this.
In our tradition, there is no sorrow, only glory for those who die bravely. When the old one returns, I will tell him.
Do you not understand you are not welcome in my house? Sophia, open the door for him.
He has brought news of Salem.
Salem is not the fool his brother was. You will get no information from him.
Maybe Salem was a better son than you thought he was.
Was?
Yes. Salem is dead.
No. No. Not all my sons.
What do you care, old man? Did you not say that all your sons were fools?
Sophia, I did not think they would do this.
You didn't think who would do what?
Nothing.
You know who they are. Avenge your sons.
No, no.
Then I will shout for the minaret that my father is a coward.
I know their organization.
Who's the head of the outfit?
They are professional assassins.
Who's their leader?
They work for the highest bidder. I warned Rustam not to trust them.
Quit stalling. What's his name?
Abdul Pasha.
Where can I find him?
You cannot, unless it's his will.
You leave that to me. Just give me the address.
That you will have to get yourself.
How did you know all this?
They dispatched their couriers from my office.
Mr. Mitchell, you will avenge my brothers.
Well, I'll try to find their murderer, but I can't use this.
It is a symbol. It was once our most honored possession. Now there are no men in our family. I want you to have it.
No, belongs here. But you can help. Talk to him. If he tells you anything more, I'll be at the Middle East Travel Agency.
not much better off than we were.
Well, we know who's at the top.
What good does that do us?
We know they're a ring of professional assassins. That means they're working for somebody else.
And we know who.
Yeah. So now we've got to separate Abdul Pasha from the satellite boys.
Can't be done, Steve.
Well, maybe not right away. But we're going to build a ring around him. We're going to frame him just like he tried to frame us.
How?
If you wound a shark, his own pack will chew him to pieces. Now, these boys don't trust one another any further than they could toss a palace. Hello, Abdul.
We have never met before.
Oh, sorry. My mistake.
An American agent?
Is this where he eats?
Practically every day. For a man of mystery, he's got amazingly regular habits.
Scared?
A little.
Don't worry, we'll be here.
You are Abdul Pasha?
I am.
I see you're alone. May I join you?
It is my pleasure. And who, may I ask, are you?
Does it matter?
Well, perhaps not, but I would find out sooner or later anyway.
Oh. I must go now.
Shall we continue this conversation later?
If you like.
Who is that? That's something I must find out. Find out, eh? Well, this... Oh, she must have dropped it by mistake.
Yes, addressed to you. How strange. A girl you don't know, huh? Well, how strange. A girl you do not know gives you $1,000 in American money, eh?
How stupid. It is the American agent, Steve Mitchell. He tries to discredit me with you. What children these Americans are.
Yes, but very profitable children.
Surely you are not taken in by this simple ruse.
I don't think you'd be so foolish as to betray us.
Thank you.
You still take the money?
Why not?
Well, since their stupid plan did not work, I think you should contribute this money to the party as a gesture of good faith.
How do you itemize a $1,000 bribe on an expense account?
Call it postage.
Yeah, that's great. Telephone, $8.50. Stationery, $4.25. Postage, $1,000. That'll make somebody very unhappy.
He'll be a lot more unhappy if we lose that billion-dollar oil field.
Yeah, but did you ever try to reason with a clerk in a government office?
Make it 2,000.
What for?
For our friend Abdo. Look, we've got to start putting the squeeze on. Starting tomorrow, I want you to tail him. We want to know every place he goes, everything he does, and everyone he speaks with.
Steve, are you sure this is going to work?
Well, we planted the seed. Now, bit by bit, we're going to make it grow.
Yeah, but $1,000 a bit. I hope it works.
I think it will. In fact, I think it'll grow us a tree big enough to hang Abdo from. Hello.
Hello. Abdul just left the house.
Yeah? Where are you now?
I'm in the phone booth outside the cafe.
Where's Naka Nagovich?
Nagovich is still at the house. Abdul dropped Naka off at Murad's exporting company.
Oh, Murad's still playing along with him, huh?
It looks that way.
Okay, you stick with Abdul. Abdul Pasha?
He is not here. Is there any message?
Never mind, I'll call him later.
Could I tell him who's calling? Steve Mitchell.
Think that over for a while. Sophia?
Yes, Steve?
Look, if your father were going to send a courier, how would he go about it?
I don't know, Steve.
Did he ever bring one to the house?
No.
What time does he get home?
About 6. But you could call him at the office now.
No. I'll see him later. Bye.
Good evening.
Hi. Anything happened today? Quit stalling. What was Naka doing at your place?
He goes out tonight.
What's the mission?
Maybe gold, maybe he bring back orders
Why gold?
to pay the organization. Gold coins bear no serial numbers and they cannot be traced.
I see. Where's his contact?
I don't know. Not far.
What do you mean, not far?
He will be back tonight.
What time?
11:30, 12. Excuse me, please.
What are you going to do?
This may fix our friend's wagon. Now listen carefully. I want you to give this envelope to the flower girl at the cafe. Now wait until 12 o'clock. Go to Abdul's, knock on the door, slip this under the door, then run. Have you got that?
I think so.
You'll do all right. Only don't deliver that one before 12 o'clock.
Yes.
I can find my way out.
Send him home to his boss.
Yeah. 5 will get you 10. But that's the gun that killed Salem in your office.
Hey, look at this. It's gold. That's some payroll.
File it under postage. 11:55. That's good timing.
You seem nervous, friend Abdul.
I do not understand what you mean.
You know precisely what I mean. Your nerves are on edge, my friend. It's very bad for one in our profession.
If you have grown suspicious of me, we can dissolve our association.
If my suspicions, as you call them, are confirmed, it'll be dissolved. Let me see it.
Oh, it is nothing.
Here. Nothing, eh? It will be waiting with the flower girl. Very cryptic. What will be waiting?
Well, how do I know? It is another one of Steve Mitchell's tricks.
Perhaps. But we should see exactly what the flower girl has for you.
Very well. I have nothing to fear.
Naka! Naka! Where's the satchel? Who was it? The police?
The Americans. How do you suppose they knew Naka was carrying it?
Perhaps, my friend, you can answer it.
Don't be a fool. This is exactly what they want. I can prove my innocence. Just give me time.
You are guilty of one of two crimes. Either you are a traitor or you've been outwitted, and one is just as bad as the other. But you still have a chance to save your life. You have 4 hours to return the satchel to me.
That's very little time.
You have no choice. Of course, you'll be shot if you try to leave the city. And all your movements will be watched.
Mr. Mitchell, please.
Haven't I done enough?
What have you done?
Abdul will kill me.
Do you think he'll come?
Yeah, he's in a spot. He'll be here. Better get them out of here. They'll be in the way.
In there.
But stick around. Come in. Sit down.
It seems I underestimated your infantile plan to arouse the suspicions of my colleagues.
I said sit down.
Well, now that you have discredited me with my friends, what is it you would have of me?
The full story of Hamid's murder.
Liquidation is the word.
Murder.
As you will. I trust you do not anticipate that I will give you this information as a contribution.
Is it worth your life?
My life, $50,000 American, and your help to escape.
I think I'll call Nagovich and tell him to come and get you.
You're bluffing. I'm worth too much to you alive.
You're not worth a cent to me unless you start talking. Then you get a nice, comfortable cell and protection. Otherwise, I'll enjoy seeing you get what you really deserve. Start from the beginning.
I was employed by Nagovich to dispose of King Hamid so that his country could obtain the oil concessions. I was to make it appear that the United States was behind the assassination. The price was $10,000. I had nothing to do with the riots, nor with the death of the American oil executive. That was handled by Nagovich.
How about Rustam?
He was an idealistic fool.
How did the American papers get on him?
We planted them on him. He thought they were sealed orders.
What about the grenade?
Oh, that was very clever. That was my idea. It was supposed to cover his escape, but actually the fuse was cut very short. Time to go off when the pin was pulled.
Why?
But obviously he had to be caught for the police to find the American papers. It was preferable that he be dead. He might have become disillusioned. Anything else?
No, if there is anything else, I've got a weak stomach.
One moment, please.
Well, Nagovich, you kept your promise. You did follow me.
Of course.
Well, then you realize I've been tricked into a confession.
That's why I'm here. I couldn't bear the thought of you being in a cell. Very clever to record the confession, Mitchell.
Want me to turn it off?
Never mind. I will add a climax. One more pistol shot.
No!
Bill, call the police and send for a doctor.
Allah has other plans.
Do not talk, Father.
I have avenged my sons.
1,000 times. Allah be praised, your sons would be proud of you, my father.